Hello my friends, William Poloniak here at Whole Health Foundation. Today I'm making pineapple juice. Now with pineapples you don't shred the pineapple. You cut them into manageable slices and you press it only. Let me show you how we begin doing that. Now the first step is to cut the top and the bottom off. We're cutting off everything that might have dirt. Now even though these are organic pineapples, I'm going to cut off the skin because there's so many nooks and crannies here for dirt that I want to have the pineapple be as pure as possible. So we'll begin by cutting off the outside pulp, or the outside skin. Now the next step is to cut the skinned pineapple into about 1.5 inch thick slabs, so I can get about 3 slabs out of this. I'll set that aside and cut the other one. And again about a 1.5 inch slab. Now I'll set this aside and go to the next step. Now the next step is going to be to put the pineapple inside juicing cloths, and I have these dedicated to pineapple juice, and I keep them in the freezer with other cloths that are also dedicated, like for apple, strawberry, melon, and so on and so forth. So the first thing I'm going to do is crack the ice so they're easier to take apart. And we'll take these out, unfold them, and whenever you do fruit, such as pineapple or apple, pear, and so on, you line the cloth with a bamboo liner, and that is to prevent the pressed pulp from sticking to the cloth and giving you a cleanup nightmare. If you use a bamboo liner, this is going to make it much easier to clean your cloths. The bamboo liners are biodegradable, so they can be put in your compost pile. So the first step, pull it out so that your cloths are not touching the counter. Leave a space here for your folded cloths, and we'll start with the bamboo liner. Put 1 slab of pineapple in the center, fold the liner over the pineapple in both directions, and then fold the cloth over the liner. As tight a package as you can make. Now we're going to reuse that bamboo liner, so don't throw it away after the first pressing. Set that aside. Another bamboo liner. Another slab, fold the bamboo over, like so. Then the cloth over the bamboo, as tight a package as you can make. And we're going to press 2 slabs of pineapple at one time. So we'll get a collection bowl here. Make sure your tray's on the press plate properly. And into the press. All the way back it off a little bit, turn it on. That's not quite centered, so I'm going to readjust it. All the way back it off a little bit. And once you get juice flow, advance that all the way. Quite a bit of pineapple juice in the pineapple, as you can see. Now as long as it's got a steady flow, you can leave that up. So we'll remove the spent pulp. And as I said before, you do not throw away the bamboo liner. It makes them very economical. So put another slab on top of the spent pulp, and then fold the bamboo over again as we did before. Fold the cloth over the bamboo, as tight a package as you can make. Might as well turn that off while I'm doing this. And again, open up the bamboo. Put in a new slab on top of the already spent pulp. Well, that looks like it's going bad, so I'm going to cut that out. Alright, and we'll fold this over. Fold the cloth over the bamboo. Over the bamboo and the pineapple. And again, we're going to put this in the press. 2 packets of pineapple at a time. And as soon as you get traction and juice flow, advance that all the way. Now, as I mentioned before, you do not throw away the bamboo or the already pressed pineapple. And this is the 3rd time we're doing this now. We'll put the pineapple on the old pressed pulp, fold it in thirds again, and then fold it over with the cloth. As tight a package as you can make. The tighter the better. Turn that upside down, press it a little bit. Do the same thing to the second set by unfolding the bamboo. Put our last slab back on. I think it might be too thick to press 2 at a time, we'll see. Yeah, it's definitely going to be too much, so I'm going to press these one at a time, at least press one of them down a little bit. And there's no way that's going to get into. So right in the center, left to right, centered front to back, all the way back, back it off a little bit. And as soon as you get traction, advance a little bit more, but I'm going to back it off and put this second slab on top because you will get better pressure pressing 2 of these. Make sure it's in the center of the tray, all the way back it off a little bit. Well, we have 40 ounces of juice. Now I'm going to demonstrate how you can get 10% more juice. And I'm going to use a measuring beaker. Now most people would throw this pulp away. What I'm going to do is fold this into as tight a ball as I can. Then fold the bamboo over, but what I'm going to do is fold the cloth under itself 2 or 3 or 4 times, as many times as I can, to minimize slippage. And we'll do that in both directions. Folding the cloth under itself to minimize slippage. We'll turn that upside down, press it down, set it aside, and we'll do the same thing with this spent pulp. Now this is pulp most people would throw away. What I'm going to do is show you how to make 10% more juice, and the nutrients in this last 10% are actually more beneficial and more concentrated than the pineapple juice we've already pressed. So again, folding it under 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4 times. And again, we'll want to minimize slippage by folding the cloth under itself. Now, I'm going to flatten this and put it in the press. Right in the center, and centered front to back as well. All the way back, back it off and turn it on. About 4.5 ounces so far. That's a little more than 10% juice. We have 40 ounces here, 5 ounces here. Now with the whole health foundation model with this solid bottom plate, you can leave this up until it turns into droplets. And the solid bottom plate will fit any Norwalk juicer. And if you want to keep your juicer, you can buy this plate, install it, and have the confidence that you can leave it up as long as you want. We still have a steady flow, and we're up to 6 ounces. That's about 15% more. Now your next step before you put the juice into bottles is to wash the cloths. And you can see because of the bamboo liner there's hardly any pulp, and there's a little bit there that came from a burst corner, but you can see how it minimizes and almost eliminates any cleanup. And what you do is you fold it into thirds just like they came in the package, and then press the water up, put them in the freezer. Oh, I can see there's a couple little pieces there. Put them in the freezer for next time. And get the juice tray because we're going to clean that too. And here's a very, very important tip. Almost no one cleans around the edges. And if you do that every time you juice, you will not get a buildup of calcium and other juices there. And your cloths and your tray will be clean for a long, long time. All right. We'll fold that into thirds again. And before we press the water out, I wanted to show you one more tip. And almost no one ever cleans the upper plate and the press. A lot of juice residue here. Now you probably cannot see this in the video, but there's pineapple coloring there, and you clean the side plate as well. And make sure you go all the way around the upper plate. And I can't tell you how filthy some of the juices were that came into my shop, because people just don't clean it up there. Alright, next, put the two cloths in here all the way up. We'll use the tray to catch the water, and then we'll put them in the freezer. That's enough, we've got droplets. Now from these two pineapples we've gotten 2, and it looks like a little more than a half. And I'm going to take a wine glass and do a taste test. So we have 2.5 bottles of juice. And what I'm going to do with this one, because I suspect it's going to be too sweet for me, I'm going to mix this with 50% distilled water. So there's full strength and there's 50% with distilled water. So let's do a taste test. Well, my friends, here we have pure pineapple juice. Oh, that's delicious and very sweet. Well, next I'm going to taste pineapple juice mixed 50% with water. Pineapple juice 50% with water. I guess you could call this a pineapple drink because it's got water in it. Well, it's very, very sweet, still a little diluted. I think next time I would put 25% water in the other bottle. This is a little too diluted for me. Well, my friends, I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to contact me for any reason, to buy parts for your Norwalk juicer, buy an upgraded Whole Health Foundation model, or simply ask for advice, call me at 760-753-0321 or email me at developtrust@cox.net and visit my webpage wholehealthfound.com. I'll see you in the next video.